Hey, today I wanted to go back and change the happy little accident that I call this painting. There's a couple pivotal reasons why I find this necessary. The first one being that her head is on backwards, and I don't understand how that happened. But it definitely looks like her head's on backwards, and that's not the kind of artist that I am, and it sounds painful. So I want to fix that for her. The second reason is probably even more important, which is that I agreed to exhibit my art, show my artwork, if you will, at a facility for a month, and I forgot about it, and I'm supposed to have a whole bunch of paintings to put up there, and I don't. Less than a month away, less than 30 days I have to make 1,000 paintings. By 1,000, I mean maybe 100. And I had this painting, which is kind of done, but I'm not happy with it. I don't think it's right. So maybe I can fix this one up, and it can count as one of 100 that I'm going to be showing at this fine establishment that is hosting my artwork. Is it cheating to go back and resurrect an old painting instead of making a new one when my goal is to make 100 paintings in 30 days? Yeah, probably, but whoever said cheating was wrong. Anyways, so let's talk about some of the things that I'd like to fix about this painting. Change. Bob Ross would be so mad at me for saying it's broken. But her head's on backwards. I think that counts. So one, I want to cover up her neck, and then I could do a cool color right underneath this bubble. Two, I'm not in love with the background for many reasons, but one of the biggest reasons is that when I look at this painting, my eyes just kind of wander all over, and that is not the kind of paintings that I like. A painting that makes you wander your eyes all over kind of feels unsettled, maybe a little bit more chaotic and unplanned, and doesn't sit as well in the brain as you look at it. So I want to fix that and make this painting seem a little bit more cohesive and have a nice resting place for the eyes that draws your eyes in. I think that's a great goal, and I think we can accomplish it. So first, we're going to paint the turtleneck blue, obviously, as you can see. And then we're going to repaint the background as pink. And that's a great idea that I had for many reasons. One is because the background right now is blue, and so the contrasting color for that is pink, red pink. So putting this pink on top of the blue can make the pink kind of stand out more, which is fun. I do like a good standy-outy painting. I really like bright, colorful, standy-outy paintings. So that goes really well with the vibe, which is great because we need 100 paintings with the same-ish vibe. Anyways, so I think that's a good way to use the contrast colors. So we're going to paint the background pink. Not my most favorite thing to do considering she has hair, and I'm just going to kind of go around it. A lot of artists do this thing where they paint the background last on purpose, and it looks really great. And I haven't figured out how to do that and it look really great. I feel like mine doesn't look as cool as theirs. Theirs just looks... I feel it's amazing. It's really a vibe. It's really a scene, and I just have not perfected that yet. So first things first, I've done the blue turtleneck. I'm liking it so far. It is covering the thing I didn't like, so I'm already super happy. But it is looking very see-through, and I don't know about you. I've never had a see-through turtleneck. It seems kind of counterintuitive to what a turtleneck is supposed to be for. So we're going to do another layer. Before we do another layer, let's go ahead and get working on the background. Then by the time we're done with the background, we can go on top of this turtleneck, which should be dry enough for us to put a second layer. And by all of this, I mean, man, do I have great time management skills. I am just not wasting any time. I'm getting things done. You're drying? Cool. Well, I'm going to paint this then. And while I'm painting this, you're going to dry. And then that's going to dry and I'm going to paint that. Basically, I'm a genius. It's fine. Okay, well, since I'm just going to be painstakingly painting this background, let's go ahead and speed it up a little so that we don't have to watch it forever. Because I think this actually took me like 30 minutes. So Also, you might notice that I'm not necessarily doing a lot of mixing on my palette. I'm kind of mixing it more as I'm painting it on the canvas, which is something I find that I do because I'm a lazy artist, but it actually is a technique. It allows it to look a little bit more painterly, if you will. It gives it a little bit more texture and dimension, in my opinion. Also, it just seemed like the fun thing to do today. So now that it's all sped up, I can look back at it and enjoy more the fact that I had to paint around these little wisps of hair and pretend that I wasn't completely covering it up with my large brush strokes and my unsteady hand. But whatever. Also, I wish that I could wear pigtails. I think that's really why I painted this, because I really wish that I was this cool. I wish that my hair looked this good in pigtails. And let me tell you, I have tried them over my entire life, a few decades, and it just has not come out like this ever. So anyways, I think I'm still going to keep it on the wish list, though, of hairstyles that I can pull off one day. And by taking the time to paint it, hopefully I understand the hairstyle more and can make it more of a reality in my life. We're just one step closer. Anyways, I thought that all of this was going to be tedious and I was going to absolutely hate it. But to be honest, it wasn't that bad. Probably because I did it really sloppily. But it was fun. I have no regrets over the decision that I have made. Yeah. And to be honest, I'm liking the results. My eyes already seem a little bit more restful, resting on the bubble instead of wandering around at all of the background and her backwards head / neck thing and everything else but the bubble, basically. So I think we can officially say with confidence that we have successfully fixed this problem of the roving eyes because of the background. So high five us, we did it, hooray. I'm also feeling like all of the mistakey things that I felt like I made in the face, and even the decision to leave out eyelashes. Well, I feel like all of those things are kind of falling to the background now. I had originally thought that I was going to have to add fixing the face, the eyebrows, the eyelashes, the nose, the shadows, all of it as part of the plan. But now with the background fixed and the turtleneck up, I don't feel like I'm so hyper focused on the face and being like, well, wonky. I'm just kind of enjoying it, being like, oh yeah, girl, hair, bubble, cool, turtleneck, I should wear one, kind of cold outside. So I'm kind of happy about that. Less work for me. Also, now that I've been sitting here doing the background, I am noticing that the turtleneck is a little blah. So I'm thinking after we do the second layer, we should add some like lines kind of to it. Make it a little bit more interesting and a little bit less of just like a big block of color. Can I just say that this is really satisfying to watch? I feel like we've made just a couple of changes and yet this little painting has been transformed. I had another great idea. What if we put some dark spots just around the shoulder and blendy them out? And then there's a little bit of her being lifted off of the background a little bit more. Fun and subtle. I like it. Moving on, we can finally paint the second layer of this turtleneck. Also, do people like turtlenecks in real life? Like, I see them online all the time and in movies, but I don't think I own one turtleneck. And I don't think I've worn a turtleneck since I was 10. So are they like real? Do real people wear them? Are they comfortable? Let me know, please. Okay, back to the painting, because as you can see, I'm adding just a little bit of color to the eyes. I don't know if you can even see it in the video. To be honest, I don't know if I looked at the painting right now with a magnifying glass, I would see it. But I added just the slightest bit of light blue to the eyes because, you know, why not? We're doing things here, so why not just do one more thing? Okay, finally, we are finishing up this turtleneck with some details. which means we're in the home stretch. I think I'm actually going to speed this up too because I feel like I'm definitely painting at a snail's pace. And I know, you were thinking, no, don't speed it up. We wanted to watch what intentional lines you were putting down, how you're going to make this turtleneck really transform into a piece of fabric pasted onto a canvas. Well, let me assure you, you're not missing out on anything. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to exactly what I'm doing. I'm just kind of thinking, lines, where do I feel like putting them? Water, that seems like a fun thing to add to the paint, you know? And with that being said, it's time to call it. I'm feeling done. I've been working on this painting. It feels like my whole life, so I don't want to touch it. I don't want to look at it anymore. Although it is much nicer and easier on the eyes to look at. So I'm happy about that. I think we've done it. I think we can say that this painting has officially been resurrected from its awful state with just a few changes. So call me a proud painting parent, and that is 1 painting down out of 100. So I'll see you tomorrow because 100 paintings in 30 days? How is that even possible?